Welcome, UCL fans, to a Season 2 update video of sorts. I was originally planning on doing like a top 5 Season 2 predictions, which this will kind of be, but I don't know if I necessarily have 5 predictions in here. But this is going to be just like news and information we have on Season 2 so far. Now, I always mention I'm not affiliated with the UCL or any of the coaches that are involved or even will be involved. Spoilers with that. But if you do enjoy the video, leave a like. Let me know what you think. And if you want this to become an official series for the UCL, tweet at the coaches, tweet at the UCL itself. Let them know what you think. So we're going to go ahead and start with first information of how Season 2 will be hopefully getting around soon. And this tweet was sent out on December 25th, Christmas Day, where it says, "Merry Christmas from all of us here at the UCL, and we'll have more for you on January 3rd. So with January 3rd coming in just less than a week away, I believe it's going to be this Sunday from the time this video goes up, we'll hopefully get some more Season 2 information. Some predictions I have for that will be possibly new teams or even new coaches, because, of course, I don't know if Elmas the Show-Off will be coming back this season. We know he left at the last half of the first season due to personal issues. Hopefully, we get to see him come back again for Season 2. Otherwise, there's chances of new teams actually joining the UCL this season as well. And actually, as of the time I'm recording this, which is late Monday night, because I want to get this up for you all on Tuesday, but announced once again on the UCL Twitter, we have a new team that will be joining the UCL, the Real Marils, coached by Mega Mogwai, which, if you do not know, the Real Marils are actually the Season 4 GBA champions as well. So they will definitely be bringing good competition to the UCL. Now, that's just one new team. There still could be more teams that are announced, because right now, if they do get added into it, that brings them to a 17-team league. I would hope they want to keep it more of an even number, do either 18 or 20 for the league. That's just what, I would hope if they were going to do. So hopefully add some more teams, either GBA teams or maybe even some of the lower league type thing. Or not, I don't want to say lower league, but some of the other leagues that might not garner as much, like notice as like a GBA or the UCL has been for it. Other predictions that I do have with it, maybe changing up the draft a little bit, since Smogon has officially announced that PU is an official tier now, so maybe they'll be able to choose 3 Pokemon from the PU tier now, bringing the total from 12 Pokemon on a team up to 15. Now, that might be a little ridiculous for it, but that just means more times to, counter strategies and everything else, and would make it an even challenging for all the teams involved with it. Let's see, if they were to even do that, then maybe they'll even take it, instead of having 3 Pokemon per tier like they did in Season 1, maybe they'll only do 2 Pokemon per tier, and then do something like, hey, we'll get 2 Pokemon per tier, and then you have to choose a Mega as well that's not part of the tiers that you already chosen, so it'll give them like 11 Pokemon per team on it. Again, hopefully we get more information. They'll probably stick with their original draft strategy, which will be, 3 picks from OU, UU, RU, and NU, and they go from there. Light just got bright here. Alright, other predictions. Now, we know that the winning team, which was the Bronx Bearticks, will be able to get like a first draft, or like maybe not a first draft, but will actually get a chance to like franchise any of the Pokemon that were on their team from Season 1. Basically, they get to pick one of the 12 mons that were on their team, and they will be automatically set aside for that team. No other team can actually draft that Pokemon for them. Was one of the prizes that you could say for winning in Season 1. Other information we know from just what they talked about in Season 1 is that we know that Mega Metagross will no longer be eligible to be played, or at least drafted. Regular Metagross can still be drafted, but Mega Metagross will be off the table. So with that in mind, maybe there'll be other Megas that, they feel were too overpowered, or something else that are in like the OU tier, and that they'll just take off the table saying can't use that. They might even make some other changes, such as, some of the Uber-type Pokemon that are there just because of, like, abilities. For instance, Blaziken with the Speed Boost, that's the reason he's in Ubers. Greninja with Protean, that's the reason he's in Ubers. Maybe they will allow them to be able to be drafted, but can only use their basic Torrent and Blaze abilities. The hidden abilities would not be allowed to be used. Not saying that would make them still strong threats, but that would be at least another idea for things that they could do for their draft on things. Hopefully, like I said, this upcoming weekend, when they have more news, they will announce more teams to be announced, maybe on when the season will begin. Maybe they'll even do, announce that they're going to be a little bit more, competitive as far as, like, doing the, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know what words I'm looking for. They escape me now for it. But playing for differentials, that's what I was going for. The one thing that, like, the was the St. Louis Rampardos. I'm forgetting things. It's been a while since I've done one of these videos, so give me a moment to reacclimate myself to it. But the Tucson Terrakions, coached by A-Drive, he always played for differentials, trying to get the higher score out of it. So maybe the differentials will actually play more of a role in Season 2. But they're going to be bringing in, hopefully, a few more coaches, new teams added into it. Maybe they're going to not have as many, or maybe they're going to have just completely different teams. So maybe some of the teams that we saw in Season 1 might not come back. Maybe the South Beach Slow Kings, with David. He's not really a competitive Wi-Fi battler, at least not from what I've seen. Maybe he won't come back. The Manchester Magnazones, coached by Faint Attacks, who unfortunately went 0-15 in Season 1, might not come back because they don't want to have another bad season with it. I mean, we don't really know what teams are still going to be involved with it. The only thing, as we know so far, is that the Real Morels will be coming and joining the UCL this season. I do hope to see all the teams come back, because it was a real great time watching all the battles and seeing everything go down. And they should at least have one more team announced, if you think about it, because they would have, otherwise they could still do like a 16-week thing, or maybe it'd be 17 weeks with one team having a bye week where they don't have a battle for that week. But I would think that'd be kind of, not as much fun. I'd rather have them each battling every single week for it. So, like I said, that's just the news and announcements, as well as hopes and dreams for Season 2. I will be back next week with some more of Season 2 announcements from what they announce on Twitter. Of course, if you want to hear their announcements first, follow them on Twitter. You can also follow me on Twitter to know when I upload my UCL update videos. And if you do enjoy this video, please leave it a thumbs up. Let me know what you think, if you are enjoying it, if you're hyped for Season 2, if you are. And like I said, if you have a Twitter, tweet at the UCL, tweet at any of the coaches involved. Be like, we want to see this guy being the official news reporter for the UCL, or whatever you want to call this for it. But with all that in mind, thank you all very much for watching, and you have yourselves a wonderful evening. Take care and good night.